Morning 7th grade. If you have the paper packet, that's cool. I'm just gonna go the Google Classroom way to the assignment. But today's assignment is here in classwork. Math classy. Oh, there's my video from yesterday. Oh, you have to actually click the words. So I haven't been doing unit rates. I should look in there real quick, see what's going on with that. Alright, yeah, that's not up for a couple days, the 26th, 27th. Good. Because inside here, the geometry packet, it says Monday, and then Tuesday, that's where we're going to be at today. So word problems, area, formula, area equals length times width. I have it already pulled up over here, though, so I can write on it. So basically, these are reading problems. Just watch the formula. Why does it do that? Oh yeah, we remember from last night that I used the whiteboard, right? Boom, boom, boom. Alright, so, Corrine wanted to put down a new tile in her bathroom. Her bathroom had a length of 10 feet and a width of 9 feet. How many square feet of tile should she buy? And then, there are your numbers. Now, we don't have to really draw here. But, if we want to, we can, right? Rectangle. My beautiful rectangle. And they said it was 10 by 9, right? Well, we could worry about the drawing, or we just got to remember the formula. Area equals length times width. So what's our length here? It's 10. Our width is 9, or vice versa. And what is 10 times 9, right? 90. And we have to make sure, since they call feet and feet, our answer has to be feet. So 90 feet. All right. As a freebie, keep going. How would you find the area of a rectangle? Well, okay. So this question is just asking, okay, why don't you just look right there, okay? Oops. There goes me and my pen again. Alright, I'm going to stop this again. This is going to be the death of me. So, what is the area of a rectangle? Is it half of length times width? Is it length times width? Is it length times length? Or is it width times width? I'll let you decide. Alright, a square garden has a perimeter of 100 feet. What is the length of each side? Okay. So, if we need to draw, right? Keywords here. Keywords. A square garden. What do we know about a square? All sides are what? All sides are equal. So, if we want to upgrade this and do some algebra, right? Because if all sides are equal, that means all sides could be x, because we don't know x, and that's how we do like unknown numbers, right? And then we just gotta count our x's here. 1, 2, 3, 4 x's, and we know that 4 x's equals what? 100 feet, right? How did we get there? Let's slow this down. Okay, perimeter, right? How do we do perimeter? Well, perimeter is the sum of the lengths, right? So let's say we had an x plus an x plus an x plus an x. Well, how many x's would that be, right? That's just 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's how we get the 4x. Okay, now to resume. Now we have an algebra problem. What do you do when you have a 4 times x equals 100? You do the opposite. What's the opposite of times 100? Times 4, it's divide both sides by 4. Alright. Boop. Oops. The x is down. I'm just going to move the x down here. And then what is 100 divided by 4? Well, how many quarters are in a dollar? Right. 4. It must be the morning time where I'm better with the pen, because these numbers look a lot better than last night, right? And then 5 times 4 is 20, right? Alright, so x equals 25. And you notice it's right there. Alright. Miss Perkins covered the classroom with new carpet. The area of the classroom was 96 square feet and the width was 8. What is the length of the classroom? Well, here we go. Let's set this guy up. With new carpet, the area of the classroom was 96 feet. So here's what we know. We know we got a classroom. And the area is 48. What is area? It's length times width, right? Equals 48. Now, what did they give us? They said the width is 8. So now we can come in here to this formula and just say, okay, length times 8. Because that's the width, right? Width was 8 equals 48. Now, just like this problem up here, we have length times 8 equals 98. So if we have times 8, what's the opposite of times 8? Divide 8. Oh, I see. My finger keeps hitting a button down there and it like pauses the pen or some weird thing. Alright, 8 divided by 8 is 1. So we have L equals, and then what is 48 divided by 8? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nah, it's not 0, it's 6. Alright. So, oh, what am I doing? Did nobody want to tell me that I somehow said 48 instead of 96? I should just play that off and say, oh, that was just an example. That was just an example. Well, that was just an example. It gave us practice. Forget it. Same thing, though. We have 96. We've got, let's see. Length, we got 8. Right? So I'm just going to quickly say length times 8 is what? Not 48. Divided by 8. And then we have length equals, and then what is 96 by 8? Oh my god, I'm going to do that there. Alright, 1, 8. Then 9 minus 8 is 1, and then we get down here, 8 into 16, 2. So it's 12 foot. And you know what? Let's learn from that. When I messed up, I just erased it all. When I messed up and I got 6, I came and looked at my answers. I had no 6. I knew I did something wrong. I immediately came up here, looked for my problem. I was like, oh yeah, I used 48, not 96. All right, last one. Oh, that's why. All right, now we just did for the length of the rectangle of an area. A rectangle has an area of 48 square inches. The length of the longest side is 3 times the length of the shortest side. What is the length and width of the rectangle? Okay, that is the last problem for today. This problem, I say, is kind of like fun math. I mean, you learn math to solve problems like this kind of thing in real life, I think. Because you got to do some thinking. So in word problems like this, what you want to do is you just want to draw or start from just the stuff you know, right? So what do we know? First thing, we know a rectangle. So we're just going to draw a rectangle. All right, now we know the area is 48. So this time we're going to use 48. All right. And then let's find some keywords here. The length of the longest side, okay, the length of the longest side is 3 times the length of the shortest side. Alright, so that's the longest side, right? That's the short side. So we want to call the short side. I say we call it width. Even though there's using a lot of links in here, we can't have links on both sides. It makes sense. I mean, never mind. Let's not talk about that. So, anyhow, if this side is width, or W, and it's the short side, the length of the longest side, that's this one, is, now watch, I'm going to tell you something. Is in math, it means equals. That's our short side, right? Okay. Is that true? Yes, W has to equal W. The length of the longest side, this is 3 times the length of the shortest side. Well, what's the length of the shortest side? W. And what does 3 times W look like? Just like this. Okay? Is that weird? Hope not. Because basically, let's just put 3W here and read it. Isn't this 3 times this? 3 times W is 3 times bigger than W. Alright. Now, how does that help us solve the problem? Well, because we know this. What's the area of a rectangle? It is area equals length times width, right? Let's try it. And then what are the lengths of our rectangle? Actually, we delete that. What's the area of our rectangle? It's 48. Okay, and then what's our formula? What is our length in this? Because we know W and W are the same, so let's keep W times what's L? Oh, L is the long side, so L has to be 3W. This is interesting. I'm going to continue. I hope I don't have to cut this video up. I can't believe this is actually a 7th grade video. Well, alright, complicated stuff. There's a 1 in front of this W. What's 3 times 1? It's 3. And what's W times W? It should be squared. How do we solve for this, right? Well, oh my god, this is becoming complicated. I wonder if Miss Randall taught an easier way. She probably did. Alright, so when you solve for variables, you do PEMDAS in reverse, right? And I'm just writing this because we're going to have to deal with something complicated. And then, so, basically we have nothing until we're going backwards, so we have nothing until we get to multiplication. We have 3 times W squared here. So what's the opposite of times 3, right? We've been doing this. Alright, now this is W squared equals 16. Prove that for you right here. 48 divided by 3 is 1, 3, 1, and 8. And how many times is 3 going to 18? 6 times. So, there you go. So now, notice how we have W squared equals 16. What number times itself is 16? Well, 4. 4 times 4 is 16. So here's what we learned from that. The width is 4, right? We know that. Width equals... No, don't do it to me. This thing hates me. No. Alright, forget you. Everybody, I need people just to remind me, stop messing with that thing. Alright, here's what we know. Width equals 4. And the length is what? Remember what the length was? 3 times W. So if W is... Let's do it this way. So if W is 4, then what is 3 times 4? That's going to equal our length, which equals 12. That was complicated. I hope I wasn't too confusing. And maybe want to check with Miss Randall, see if she has an easier way to do it, but I do know that's the algebraic way to do it. Okay. Thanks for stopping by.